Welcome to MLB The Show 18. First off, let's get you up to speed on one of our new features. A player receives an unexpected call. It's his former high school coach, who was an important mentor. Most high achievers have, in their past, an important someone who first believed in them. A manager checks in with his ball club.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend. Striding in, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
A chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, I love what Alex Gordon does for this offense. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on. Leading off the inning, Mike Moustakas, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Moustakas, or just Moose for short. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In is Jorge Soler.
Right fielder, Jorge.
He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 15 long balls and an even 40 RBIs. Favorable call in there for a strike. Soler, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. So next to the plate for the Royals, Alex Gordon, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain. 0-for-1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
The shortstop, number 2, Alcides Escobar.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
1-1 the count now. Hit on down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So with 2 out and the base is empty, it's Eric Hosmer now.
First baseman, number 35.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hosmer.
Takes a knee-high fastball. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full. It's the Rangers 7 and the Royals 0. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 delivery. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he just misses with a curveball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking his zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. KC down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Gordon. He'll get it started in the Kansas City 6th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And that one just missed outside. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Stepping in now, Chesler Cuthbert. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And the pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
The batter, number 15, second baseman,
Whit Merrifield next to hit. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So 6. In now is Lorenzo Cain. No hits to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout. And with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that. And beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty-looking pitch.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer, is in, as he will look at a curveball right on the black, apparently. It's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special. Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit. Maybe.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 9-0. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
1-2 now. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the 2nd out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Digging in once again, Jorge Soler. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. KC down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
He's still looking really solid here in the ninth, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
And another strikeout as nobody can touch him in this one.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chesler Cuthbert.
Here now is Chesler Cuthbert. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 pitch. And there's another one. Strike 3 as he just continues to mow guys down. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. KC down to their final strike in this one. Strike 3 called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports. And I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.